Laura Gates,
Yeah,
thank you
that's me.
for joining me today. Other side of the lens for
Yeah,
once.
it's a different position to be in, but
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very
How
much.
are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Enjoying the sunshine.
Aye.
It's a lovely day down at Windleshore, and looking forward to later this evening as well with the girls.
Of course, yeah, it's going to be a great night. Laura, I just want to touch on you've done so well for FC St Helens Women's, with their media. But to take it right back to the start, you started last July, didn't you? Last summer.
Yeah, it was literally last pre-season. I think it was yourself who'd um, was it yourself who'd messaged me? I think you had
Yeah, yeah.
messaged me on social media because we followed each other, and you'd sort of put me in contact with Rosie, the manager of the women's first team here, and I just thought, you know what, I'll go and give it a go because I was looking for to get involved in some way and somewhere with football, and I just put like a call out on different social media platforms to be like, I want to come and do some work for a football club that'll have me essentially, and I've not really looked back since. Like it's just been easy to come in and like completely almost fall in love with the club, and it's been a hell of a journey this season, really.
Well, I was just going to
Yeah.
say it's been a crazy season. You've achieved so much, the women's team, but as you say there, it was easy. I seem to remember you settled in really quickly, didn't you, with the girls?
Yeah, I mean they made it easier for me. Like it can be so daunting because I've been on the other side of it as being a player. Like I don't have an affinity to St Helens. I'm not from round St Helens. I've never played for them, but I played against them
Hmm.
and hated them when we were playing. It was always a good battle when we were playing against St Helens. And yeah, I think I didn't really know any of the girls sort of coming into the changing room when Rosie was introducing me in a pre-season game, and I don't want to embarrass Jess here, but she was like, "Oh my god, I've always been a fan of your work," because she's a big
Yeah,
Evertonian. And it was just really funny that like some of the Evertonians in the squad were like, "Oh, we knew who you were from
yeah.
the Everton photography that you do." And yeah, I just thought that was absolutely class, and I get a kick out of like embarrassing Jess a little bit for that one because she was like, "Oh my god, fangirling," and I was,
Yeah,
and but they're not like because I don't see it as work because it is a
of
volunteer role
course.
and
Yeah,
stuff, but it's a genuine pleasure for me. Like I
yeah,
really enjoy it, and the people are what make it what make it that much
of
better.
course. Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
great being involved in football and great being around football, and ever since I stopped playing, like it makes me feel like I'm still part of a team.
yeah.
And well, I am part of a team, but it's just been brilliant because of people like Rosie and Judith and all of the girls. Like literally the team atmosphere, the team spirit every single match day or non-match day whenever they get together, like is fantastic. I've never ever been part of a team like it.
And during those early stages, was there a particular moment or even a game where you kind of realised how special the group was?
God, I can't remember the exact game it was, but it was one of the first. It might have been the first one I was here for, or one of the maybe the second game. I can't remember who it was against. But Tess, bless her, one of the girls, she had gone through a bit of a rough time last year and had lost both her mum and dad in quite quick succession. And the club have actually come together and have got a bench in memory of her dad, because he used to come and watch every game, and I was crying, and I was like, I've never met, I hardly knew these people, and just the way everyone from like the chairman all the way down to
Yeah,
kitman, kitwoman, all the players, all the staff, everyone, the way everyone's kind of rallied around for people is amazing, and I think just having that human connection makes it that much easier to kind of
yeah,
be dragged in and sucked in and like wanting to be part of it,
yeah,
because you can really feel like the support is there for everyone, no matter who it is. Like Rosie's had chats with myself, like if I've been like down or whatever. So the girls have often rallied around for me as well, and it's like that's what makes a team, a good team, even better and
yeah,
become a great team,
yeah.
which then transcends onto the pitch in the way they play.
Of
And I
course.
think we've seen that plenty of times across
Yeah,
the season just past. So yeah, I think it's just that moment with Tess and the bench and the way everyone sort of was with her.
yeah,
And yeah, I just thought that was a really, really special moment. And I was really honoured to kind of capture that as well for
yeah.
her. Obviously, with it being only like my second game, I was really wanting to do it justice for her. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I did. But yeah, it's just lovely.
And as you say, you captured a great moment there. And I wanted to touch on your photography as well, because I think something you capture really well is the emotion
Yeah.
of a moment. And it's got to be a good feeling to capture so many great moments, but also know that the girls appreciate it so much as well, because we always see them sharing it, don't we, on social media?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love it. I think for me, like when I first started doing photography years ago when I was younger, I always used to think that like people would ruin shots, and I'd be like, oh my god, they've just walked into my shot or whatever. Now it's people that I'm looking for in my shots, and I think football is a sport, but it's an emotional sport. It's an
Yeah.
emotional roller coaster. I mean, you and I know that as Evertonians, it's not easy at times. So when you do get the small moments of like joy, relief, pain, all of like, you can experience all the emotions inside 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So to capture that and special moments for the girls and for the team is just, yeah, it's a privilege, and they are constantly like my hype man, basically. They really do hype me up. They really appreciate everything I do. And they're always like, oh my god, when can we get the pictures from that game? And I'm like, let's chill. But they've realised throughout the season, I think, as well, like how long it can take, like the process can take for the photos to come across. And it's helped me as well, like to learn and think on my feet and develop as a photographer, because I wasn't particularly a sports photographer before I came here. Very much like documentary style. And over the course of the season, I've found that my photos have improved massively, and that's because I've just had to adapt, grow, learn, think on my feet, and just kind of run with it, roll with it. And the girls and Rosie and the team are so open to me doing whatever. So like we've done a bit more like fun video content and things like that. It's like, it's one of them where I've grown to know the players, they've grown to know me, and we've like built up that sort of relationship together where we can just have a little bit of a laugh with it all. So yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic for myself personally.
Yeah.
But I think also for the girls who, it's been a memorable season.
Yeah.
Double winners, nearly treble winners. And they've got those memories now that they can keep and move forward with. And I love it when they're tagging me and stuff on social media. Don't love it if they've screenshotted it and not properly saved it, because it looks pixelated. So sometimes I get a little bit like, I'll put in the group chat reminder, like, download the photos, don't screenshot. But that's all like the kind of nitty gritty sort of details. But I think I can't remember which game it was, but we were on a coach coming back from a game, and it was a couple of hours away. Must have been Leeds. We got Leeds United in the FA Cup, and sadly didn't get to play at Ellen Road, which we were thinking it may or may not happen. Didn't happen, sadly. But on the way back, like the girls got to see the process that I went through to like pull in photos off, and I had like them all crowded around looking like, wow, that's such a good photo, and I was going, oh, that's terrible. Like I was going, that's out of like the way that it was framed or whatever. Like I just trying to explain all the kind of nitty gritty details to them, and I said to them, there's probably loads of photos that you think are all great that I've got rid of because I didn't. They've not made the cut for me personally. So it's sometimes being like I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but I want to. If I'm sharing my work with the world, I want it to be presented in a way that kind of looks good. But
of course,
it's been class.
And does one photo, or it might be hard to pick one, or maybe one series of photos stand out to you as a favourite for anyone
from FC?
Over the course of last season.
Ash Beard, right? So one of the things that I've been trying to instill to the girls this season is like celebrations. We score a lot of goals. Celebrate them. They make great photos. So like I've been like trying to hammer it home to them. Like I want you to celebrate. I want to capture that. It'd be so good. And Ash Beard, as we know, she scores goals. So she started celebrating. So she got into it. I think, and Rach Miranda as well. Like it's just, again, that relationships, once they know you, they feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident in celebrating. So some of the celebration ones are definitely up there. Maybe like some of the County Cup final ones. One of them got picked and selected for an exhibition. So it's a picture of Rosie, which
Yeah.
she was absolutely delighted by. I think her comment was, "Oh, Jesus Christ, my hair." I'm not even going to try and imitate her accent, but she was a bit like, my hair in that photo, like, honestly. And I was like, well, they picked it, not me.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
submitted like so many photos, and then that was the one they went with. And it just shows
Brilliant.
the sheer like joy and relief of we'd scored our third goal in the county cup final, and we'd actually gone 1-0 down in the first half. We brought it back to win, and it just shows the sort of togetherness of the team and the fight, the desire. And then there's also Wigan players in the background, that photo, looking like despondent and defeated, and it just sums up football. Like, there's so many emotions involved, and so that's definitely one of them. And again, I'm going to go back to Tess again. Poor Tess. She scored a goal and did a little celebration. I caught that moment as well on camera. And again, that's just like the sentimental side of it for me.
Yeah.
So that's something that she can like keep forever. And I did actually get her as a Secret Santa at Christmas. And I put together a frame with 3 pictures in. So it was like a picture of the team with the bench when she got presented it. Picture of her celebration for her dad. And then like I think a close-up of the bench, or her with the bench, something like that. And she was happy with that. And I think that's quite a nice, like, meaningful thing for someone, isn't it? Where it's those sort of human moments that I think make football so great.
Of course. And just to look back over the season with the women's side, obviously you say the double and nearly the treble. Overall, I think as well we've seen an increase in attendance, but that isn't just here in St Helens. I think that's up and down the country, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing, to be fair. Like, there's been times when I've looked over to the sort of sidelines and been like, yeah, fair play, we've got a decent following, and you can hear them as well. Christian's always kind of like an ever-present, and he's an absolute legend, home and away. And it was like, I think he was offered a seat on the coach to, I think it might be in the County Cup, or I can't remember which game. And he was like, no thanks, I'm going to do it the proper way on the train. And it was more like difficult to get there, but he wanted to do it on the train. And I'm sorry if that story's not factually correct, but that's what I remember. But it's been, I think it's amazing for the girls, like, to have that support behind them, because it does make a massive difference. And the football's great, like, genuinely really good to watch. I get really sucked into it. Like, that probably why, if I do like videos in game, you won't hear the voice behind it, because I'll be like shouting like, get into whatever, because I'm like acting as a fan. Obviously while I'm still behind the camera, and it's been great. Support makes a huge difference. Knowing that people are on your side on the touchline and stuff, it's brilliant. So and the girls deserve it every single week. So hopefully that can continue into the new season as we go up a tier. Because it's not going to be easy to make that transition. There's teams that have done it and not been so successful. But I know that Rosie and the team and everyone behind the women's setup here want to, they don't want to just turn up. It's, we're competing. That's what we're there to do.
And following promotion, and of course the double as well. What are your expectations this season? What are your thoughts going into it?
It is going to be difficult, because I've been there and I've played there myself, and it's not easy. And especially in women's football, like, the pyramid's so weird in a way, because it can be a bit of a disparity between leagues and things like that, and teams. And in the summer months, there's always a lot of players moving around, because obviously the girls don't get paid to play or anything like that. It's very much like almost a second job to some people, especially when there's training a few nights a week and then a game on a Sunday. So it's I'm expecting the girls to go into it competitive. They've got a full pre-season ahead of them, and they, a lot of them are already training now, and fitness and everything. And Rosie and the team are working hard behind the scenes, so they're not going to go into it like, oh, well, we've just gone up a league, like, we're, we've done this season, we've been fantastic. Like, the foot is not going off the gas. Like, they are going into this like as prepared as they possibly can be. And Nathan, Jack, Rosie, even Jude, as a whole, as a team, coaching staff, are taking it very seriously. And right, they should. They've got a cracking team and a great setup at Windleshore. So Yeah, looking forward to it.
And whilst it's a new challenge for them, it's also a new challenge for yourself, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's a lot more. There'll probably be more games and further away to travel as well. Have you
yeah.
got any? Is there any exciting plans you've got based around the media next season?
Well, the thing for me is at the moment the women's team only have me as a one woman kind of media team, and I don't actually run all the socials, so a lot of it is Rosie, the first team manager. And our biggest aim right now is that we want to get someone in to come and have creative freedom with it. It's not like a job where you're going to be told absolutely no, you cannot post that, obviously within reason. But it's the perfect opportunity for someone to come into a football club and to just kind of grab the opportunity with both hands, be creative, work alongside people like yourself and me and Rosie and Jude. Like Rosie and Jude, we've not even spoken about. Rosie and Jude have played to the highest level of football. Rosie has played for her country in Northern Ireland. Jude has played in 5 FA Cup finals, and she's won. How many has she won? 3, something like that.
Yeah,
two or three.
Yeah.
2 or 3 FA Cup finals. She's gonna kill me for not knowing the actual answer there, isn't she? And has coached. Like, she's the main reason why Everton Women exists. Like, we've actually got trailblazers at the club, and I don't think it's something we shout about enough. But it's a great opportunity for someone maybe in a media course at university or college or on a journalism course where they can come in and get some real hands-on experience. But they can also work alongside me, where I've been, I want to say lucky enough, but I've worked hard for it.
Of course, yeah.
You kind of make your own luck, don't you? And that's what I think is so great about this role here, is that you can work alongside me. I can pass on any experience I've had, contacts I've had, and help sort of build your portfolio.
Yeah.
While you've got creative freedom to do whatever you want. Like James has done a fantastic job with the men's side of the media. With you've got a team of people as well behind you, and it's not easy for one person to do everything. So it'd be great if the women's could like follow suit, have a presence on TikTok, more on Instagram, and just like having that opportunity whilst women's football is in this period of growth.
Of course, yeah.
And I know some people might look at it and go, oh, it's just a Sunday league side or non-league side or whatever. It's absolutely not. You get sucked in. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We went on. I always say we now. Like, that's what I mean. You get sucked in, which is funny because they're a red and white team, and it's like, I couldn't usually support red and white. But we've been on 2 FA Cup runs in the past 2 years, so I wasn't here for the previous, but the girls went on to play Donny Bells.
Yeah.
Last season they went and played away at Leeds United. Like, they don't just go into competitions and like roll over. There's a real fight and desire and competitiveness within this team.
Yeah.
And it deserves, the club and the team deserve the sort of recognition, the media sort of attention. Like, this year when we went to Leeds, a few of the girls were on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Done some stuff with Derby Women's FA Cup. So there's a real opportunity to get in and around and involved with all of that. And for me personally, like, I've now got contacts within the FA who have then brought me in to do some work for them with Everton and Liverpool in the FA Cup, and they're opportunities that I wouldn't necessarily have had if I hadn't been here.
Yeah. And
that's before mentioning doing some work with Premier League Productions and things like that, and even Everton themselves. So it's a real like platform to help lift you and your career up.
Yeah.
Whilst having creative freedom, because you won't have that at the top level of the game.
Exactly.
You don't get 100% access. You don't get all the players, all the managers, everything all at once. You've got to really work and build up to that. And I completely understand, like if you're a student or I don't know, whatever, it can be difficult, the money side of it, funding it and things like that. But you don't need fancy cameras, you don't need fancy equipment, just need a phone. And you're flying. There's plenty of people on social media who work in football media, they're just using their iPhone. It's just about being creative, turning up and doing it.
You've hit the nail on the head there. It really is a lot simpler, I think, than people think. It is quite daunting to get involved, and like you say, you know, they might look at it as a Sunday league team, but we know ourselves that it's not that
Yeah.
at all. And opportunities you can get from this, I think, is just fantastic, isn't it?
I think it's priceless, to be honest. Like, it's done amazing things for me in my sort of career. And I said to you before, I was 30 last month, or last week, sorry. And, you know, when I was at university and when I was your age, I was too scared to take that step and that leap. And I said to you before, like, I don't know why I was,
Mm.
but also at the same time, I was very actively involved in playing football, and I
Yeah.
played in the FA Cup myself and done stuff like that. So it's quite nice now that, although I wish I'd started doing more sooner in sort of media, I have had the opportunity to play in and around football at the FA Cup and to an all right level. So yeah, I just think it's brilliant. Like, if more people could get involved and more women involved in women's sports and
Mm.
football would be amazing. We did have one girl come in partway through the season who did some lovely video work with us, and it would be great to have more of that again.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm not lonely all the time.
Well, I think you've covered pretty much everything that I would have said to try and entice people to come down and you know, really get the women's team out there, because they deserve to be celebrated, don't they?
Yeah, massively. You know, you look around kind of the squad, and they all work kind of like full-time jobs and then come and play football. But it's like they're not just turning up and having a kickabout on a pitch. It's a real competitive spirit
Yeah.
and nature within the team. Like, they strive for better all the time.
Mm.
And it'd be amazing to just showcase that to the world.
Of course.
Get that reach up.
Yeah. Well, Laura, I really appreciate your time. Thank you
very
very much, and I'll let you enjoy your evening now with the girls, the
Thank you very
presentation.
much. I'm going to go back to my pint.